Well, here we are. Reate saw this at the 2020 SHOT Show. It's called the Reate Iron. Of course, at the 2020 SHOT Show, they showed the Reate Jack 2, which I have, and the Reate Jack, original Jack, which is heavy. And they're both the integral. This is not an integral. Lanyard hole there. This is a titanium frame lock flipper. It doesn't have to be a flipper. It can be with the thumb disc. So delete flipper, go with thumb disc. You can get them that way. You can get them in a green micarta, which is what this is supposed to be. But I'm thinking that looks more like brown micarta to me, which is another option. And then you can get them in carbon fiber, flipper or thumb disc, and blue hardware, silver hardware, green hardware, purple hardware. So you kind of get to pick it and name it however you want. It's not a big knife. It's not a super lightweight knife because it's it's under 5 ounces, but 3 1/4 inch blade, 7.5 overall. You know, it's not a big knife, so it shouldn't weigh a whole lot. Blade to handle length is great. Overall design is really, it flows well. Nice. Flipper tab's not too big and obtuse, and it's gemmed. Feels good in the hand. Ergos are really nice. You got a big front choil here. Let me show you some pictures of the optionals, and you can go wherever you want. I mean, this just happened to Knife Center had more pictures, but you can see how you get them with a thumb disc, and this is not a great picture of anything, but here, you know, there's no flipper tab, and of course there's purple hardware there, and then there's flipper with the purple, flipper with the carbon fiber. I believe that may be. This is definitely carbon fiber. Some of these are micarta that's green hardware, and that's got the thumb disc. So, you know, you've got all these different options: thumb disc, micarta, carbon fiber, flipper, however you want to do it. I got the flipper. I don't know. I thought the thumb disc was nice too, so that was a tough call to make because the thumb disc one, when it's open, the design's going to look, you know, less cluttered without this hanging down here. And of course, your contact patch is going to be better with the non-flipper, with the flipper delete package on it. But it's a good looking knife. It's an M390. And if anybody does M390 well, it's Reate. Wow, that's nice and sharp, really is. So let's throw it on the scales, take a look. Yeah, 4.8, so it's under 5, you know, but there's a lot of knives that are 3 1/4 inch blade that are definitely under 5. There's some that are probably at, you know, well under 4 as well. I like the design of this knife. You know, the blade is kind of a spear point looking blade, and it looks like it's very usable. You know, piercing, slicing, pretty sensible there. Big choil up front for being able to get in touch with what you're getting up on for detail work and more control. Reverse grip feels comfortable. Like I said before, ergos are pretty good. You got this palm swell that comes out here. You know, depending on the size of your hands, can you get all your fingers on there? And that's just one of those issues you get into when the knife starts to shrink. So does the handle. The action, let's kick it around here. Not bad. Centered up. No blade play, no lock rock. There's your lock up, about 25%. And the pass-through is pretty easy to get to. Yeah, easy to disengage. You know, micarta is a pretty cool little material here. It doesn't show scratches and that kind of thing as much as titanium does. Now, the backside is where all the work is. I guess party in the front, right? And that's too bad. That really kind of gets to me anymore because Reate doesn't do that necessarily. On their integral knives, you know, like the Reate Jack and the Jack 2, same material, but front and back. You know, the other knives that were there at 2020 SHOT Show were the T-Series, Tashi Baruka ones, and you got the T25, right? So there's the backside of the T25. Nah, no matching inlay there. And there is inlay on the front, right? And so here's the 3000. Okay? I mean, no rhyme or reason to that, but I did one on the T4000. I had carbon fiber on the front, or micarta on the front, can't remember, and the back was plain. So 2500, 2.5, 3500, 3.5, 4000, 4-inch blade. But okay, on the 3-inch knife, they did the inlay on both sides. The others, no. Why? I don't know. But to me, that makes it a non-starter for me right there. I know they've kind of done some machining and stuff and made it look like here's the cutouts and everything to try and match these cells. But go ahead and just put the inlay in there. They did on the 3000. I don't know. I just think it was a doable deal, and that was a miss for me. So that kind of cooks it for me. But the design flows. The action's really great, feels solid in the hand. It's a Reate knife. It really feels, it has that tough, you know, I mean, like the Torrent, which is another of my favorites. But that and the Jack, and of course the Horizon and that kind of thing. And of course, you've got the Baby Machine and the Starboy and so many others. And of course, all the mini Horizons, etc. Good knives. Good knives. 0.54 thickness on the handle, 13.7 millimeters is how that equates, and then the blade stock is 4 millimeters, and 0.15, probably really close to 0.16 if you bring it out there. So nice backspacer, looks good. Nice little integrated lanyard in there that just disappears, so it's not hanging out staring at you, but it's there. Looks like at least on the lock bar side they did some weight relieving, and we will disassemble this here in a few minutes. There you go. There's the balance point on this knife. So it feels good. It's nicely balanced. The design flows. Maybe a little heavy for its size, but that doesn't bother me. It's still under 5 ounces. It's a nice EDC-able size, don't you think? And, you know, some people reacted to the hardware saying, it's a little carnival for me to throw that. Well, you can get it in silver. So you don't need it in blue, purple, or green. Whatever. You want to get thumb disc? Get thumb disc. You don't want a flipper? You're tired of flippers? Get the thumb disc. Here's the box it came in right here. Blue screws, titanium, green micarta. That's what it says, folks. So how green does that look? Not that green. And here's the zipper pouch, but it's not a zipper pouch. Is that zip? Okay. No, that's Velcro. And there's where the knife goes, and in here you get, they throw you in a couple of $100 bills. Oh, yeah, there you go. Help you pay for the knife. And there's your microfiber pouch. It's all good with that stealth Reate on there. And what else you got in here for me, boys? Oh, an extra set of blue screws. So, interesting. Of course, you could probably have these anodized, you know, washed and re-anodized any color you want, including just regular silver, but maybe you could make them green or purple so you could have optional hardware. That's a thought, isn't it? front of the Velcro pouch is like the Reate is Velcroed on here, so there you go. Nice pouch. I like it. I like the fact that it doesn't have a zipper. Have you guys had a lot of zipper pouches where the zipper goes haywire on you and doesn't function or binds up? So, I mean, really, this is not a bad option. I guess time to take this little puppy apart. Where's my, there we go. My Torx. And we can only come from the back, so that's how we're going to do it. No problem there. And these are number 8s as well. Pretty smooth. Ooh, nice fit. Pocket clip. There's the screw for the pocket clip, and it's longer than the body screws. Body screws look to be the same size. Yeah. Okay. Should come apart. Okay, we're going to swivel around and there's 280. I guess I got matching numbers here. There's your hardened steel insert, ceramic detamp ball, and right here is where your stop goes. It's on this side for now, and there's a steel washer on top of the bearings. Weight relieved on the lock bar side. And steel washer on the opposite side. No weight relieving here. There is a screw coming up from inside. So, interesting. Maybe if that supports this piece of metal coming up through here. There's your pivot. You see what we got going on with the pivot. There it is. It looks like a one piece. And it's not D-shaped. Back spacer right there. Well, let's put our washer back in here while we're at it. And maybe just a little bit of go-go juice there and there. Where is that? Here we go. Put the pivot back through. Put these on. Put the blade back on. Bearings. Ceramic bearings, by the way, if I didn't mention that before. And slap it back together. It's pretty easy to get with on this. And we're getting there. These two are the same size. There you go. This one right here. And this right here. Looks like we're back together and pretty well centered up. Looks good. Good action. The Reate Iron, there you go. Comes in so many different configurations, with or without flipper, different colored hardware, extra set of hardware. In the pouch, it's nice. Looks very EDCable, usable, and user-friendly. I'll leave you with it. Thank you very much for joining me. And you know what we do. We love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.